I improved my reaction time quite a bit, and I improved my ability to outplay opponents to be able to think faster quite a bit. I virtually eliminated the inconsistencies I had in game, the amount of games that I played like dog doo-doo, just like gone, virtually gone. And overall, my gaming performance increased significantly. Welcome to Driving and Vibing. Welcome to Driving and Vibing, dreamers. We're talking about improving your gaming performance with health and wellness. And I know what you're thinking. You can do that. Yeah, you can, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and tell you a little bit of my background. When I was growing up, I played Counter-Strike. Counter-Strike was my go-to game. I've played that my whole life. And that's the game I aspired to go pro in. Since I was 15, I watched my first match. I wanted to go pro in that game. So I put all the time in the world into that game. I played 40, 50 hours. I went to school. I barely slept. And, I played the game. I was very inconsistent. I was good at the game. I practiced the craft. It's one of the most important parts, is to put the hours into the game. But I wasn't sleeping, and I wasn't really focusing on anything else but the game. And that was where my downfall. That was my own personal downfall. What I know now, and what I would have done things differently, right? Now, fast forward. So I didn't quite make it to the pro league. I didn't make it on the main stage. But I came very, very, very close, I want to say. I played with a bunch of pros. Periodically I did, I could hold my own. But I was just too inconsistent. And fast forward years later, we're not going to say years, that makes me sound like super old, but fast forward years later, this is how I know age is just a number. After starting my health and wellness routine, Valorant came out. I started playing Valorant almost like Counter-Strike, except with some new agents, whatever, with some like skills and stuff. I played this game better than I've ever played Counter-Strike. I was significantly more consistent. I had very little bad games. I was more consistent. My reaction time was significant. I mean, from what I can remember, my reaction time was nuts. I would outplay opponents like nothing. I mean, it was just night and day from the difference from what I played Counter-Strike to what I played Valorant. And what was the difference? What was the difference between what I played? We're not driving and vibing anymore. Now we're just sitting in a parking lot because I'm where I need to be. So what was the difference? The difference was before I started before I started Valorant in 2020, I started my health and wellness routine in 2017. I started lifting weights. I started doing exercise, resistance training. I started running. I started eating healthier. I started focusing on how I felt, how my body felt. I started listening to my body. I started sleeping more. I started drinking. I ate less sugar. I'm on a sugar kick right now, but history repeats itself. I ate virtually no sugar. I drank less energy drinks. I'm still drinking the energy drinks. That's a constant in life. We'll kick that habit eventually. But I was focused on my health and wellness. I was focused on how I felt, and how I felt transitioned, and that, like, how good I felt transitioned into better reaction time, better cognitive function to be able to outplay opponents, better game in general. Focusing on your health as well as your game. Practicing the craft is very important. Putting the time in to do that is very important. Learning the game, mastering the game. But if you are not mastering your health either, you're only doing 50% of the problem. Like, you're only solving 50% of the equation. Let's be realistic. If you are too fatigued, you've probably experienced this. If you're too fatigued to play a video game, you're not gonna play well. You already know that. Focus on your health. I just went over a couple things: nutrition, exercise, and good sleep. Those are the three foundations of what you should be focusing on. Now, it sounds harder than it is, or maybe sometimes when you read about it, it sounds harder than it is. But if you take baby steps, I've made hundreds of videos already. Not hundreds, maybe just about 100 of videos giving step-by-step guides, tips, tricks. Go back and watch some of them, and I label them all. You can watch some sleep ones. I watch some nutrition ones, tips and tricks I give, and reach out and ask any questions if you want to. But your health is very important. Your health was a direct correlation to how well you will play in game. If you have anything to add, let me know in the comments. Hit that subscribe button for more content like this. Hit that like button, do this and that, whatever. I don't even care. You probably didn't even watch until the end of the video. And if you did, I bet you can't type the word dragon fruit in the comments. If you did, type dragon fruit in the comments, and maybe there'll be a prize. Don't tell anybody that, though. Anyways, hope to see everybody in the next video. Later, Dreamers!